live from the rinks. It's Monday night hockey. Last two games of the freshman season. St. Anthony Friars, freshmen taking on the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls freshman squad. On the other side of the rink, for those of you looking, Smithtown, Hauppauge, and St. Anthony's first round of the JV matchups are underway on that side. The horn sounds and let's get underway here at the rinks. Leading scorer for St. Anthony's in 12 games, 29 goals, 13 assists. It's Ryan Flynn, 42 points on the year. Closely followed up by John Hauppauge, who has 27 goals, 13 assists. John Hauppauge, my apologies there. On the other side, Smithtown Hauppauge's leading scorer, John Avalantis, who has 27 points, 17 goals, 10 assists. Starting netminders for Sachem. Beerga, face off. Dario Beerga in net for St. Anthony's. They've won the face off and gotten the puck in deep. On the cycle now. Smithtown forces a turnover. Sachem gets it right back. Shot towards the net, blocker to side by Pring. Puck finally leaves the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. Azarati with it. Carries it in. Tried to go through two players, lost the puck. Picked up by Smithtown Hauppauge, but Azarati on the forecheck, pokes that one free. Puck comes up the boards. Shot from the point, goes off the back of the post. Now Smithtown Hauppauge has the puck, heading up the wall. Then a shot. A dump in for Smithtown Hauppauge, getting it in deep. Turnover forced. Smithtown Hauppauge can't corral the puck. Sachem now, or St. Anthony's rather, my apologies. Sachem was the prior game. St. Anthony's now heads the other way. Puck comes up the boards, and it's turned over to Spears. Now Smithtown Hauppauge heads the other way. Puck takes a bounce. St. Anthony's recovers. Moves it up the wall. And it's sent back down. Fired into the zone. It's recovered behind the goal line by Smithtown Hauppauge. And a lead pass. It's off of Spears' skates. He gets it right back, though. Carries it. Oh, had taken off a stick there. Puck bounces around at center ice. For Smithtown Hauppauge gets it deep. St. Anthony's heading up ice. Turnover force. Smithtown Hauppauge has a 2-on-1. Pass is broken up. Puck ends up behind the goal line. Into the corner. Takes a bounce. Kept in by Smithtown. Shot towards the net is blocked by St. Anthony's. Fired up the boards. Comes to the point. That shot goes wide of the net. I think they were shooting for a deflection there. As the puck ends up along the wall. Goes deep. Puck in the corner. Up to the point. Shot deflected on net, but stopped by Berger. In the corner. Pass is deflected. St. Anthony's gets the clear. Nearly had the odd man rush. The play was broken up by the Smithtown Hauppauge blue line. Puck comes up the board. St. Anthony's keeps it in the zone. Turnover forced along the wall, but St. Anthony's gets it right back at the point. Shot is blocked in the slot. Play continues. St. Anthony's with possession. Flynn has it. Fires a shot. Save. Rebound poked free. Comes to the point. Puck finds his way back to Flynn. Shot. Deflected. Goes wide of the net, but Flynn collects his own rebound. Gets it to the point. D-to-D pass. Pass towards the slot is broken up. Smithtown gets the clear. Puck will go all the way down. That's icing. Face off in the defensive zone for Smithtown. Puck heads up ice. Carried in. Along the wall behind the net. St. Anthony's forces a turnover. They head the other way. Offsides by a mile for Avokny. Carried in by Carrasco Jr. The face-off will be outside the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. Avlantis, the captain of this freshman squad, in the dot. Wins it back, but Sachem gets it off the draw, fires a shot that goes wide of Pring's net. Picked back up by St. Anthony's. In the corner, trying to force a turnover. St. Anthony's gets the puck. Ends up back in the corner, then along the point. Point shot deflected wide. Puck finally leaves the zone. Then St. Anthony's gets his own entry. Shot fired wide of the net. For those of you just joining us, this is the freshman St. Anthony Smithtown Hauppauge game. The JV one is on the other side at the rinks on the stream on YouTube. For those of you in the comment section, it is 3-0 last we checked. Puck comes to the point. Shot goes wide. Pring gets a stick on it, pokes it free, but it goes right to St. Anthony's. They reset in the corner. Puck is loose. Comes up the boards along the wall. St. Anthony's cuts the net. Shot saved by Pring. Face off now. It's one back by St. Anthony's. Smithtown Hauppauge gets the clear. The puck ends up going right back the other way. Carried in by McNamara. Shot, save, rebound loose. McNamara shot, save. Big save from Dario Barja. McNamara forces a turnover at the blue line. Skates it in. Gets a quick shot off, gets his own rebound. Now there's a face-off. Won by Smithtown Hauppauge. Shot on net, turned aside by Barja. Puck ends up in the corner. St. Anthony's trying to reset. McNamara on the forecheck. Turnover force, shot from the slot is whiffed. Shot from the point deflected and blocked. Then St. Anthony sends it all the way down. Whistle and an icing. Shot from the point by Holt. Face off. Won by Avokny. He resets to his blue line. Puck comes up the boards. Kept in at the point. Shot turned aside by Barja. Puck behind the net. St. Anthony's trying to move it up ice. Kept in by Spears. Puck ends up bouncing all the way across. Shot towards the net. Deflected. Never makes it there. Shot up the boards. Big collision and a penalty against St. Anthony's. It'll be a power play for the Bulls on what I believe is going to be a cross-checking penalty against Antonio Chong. Avlantis in the dot. Against Avokny. Face off. Won by Smithtown, but controlled by St. Anthony's. Flynn has it, skates it behind his own net. And takes it up ice with speed along the wall. Cuts to the center. Coming in. Holds the puck behind the net, goes for the wraparound, has it poked off his stick. Smithtown Hauppauge resets. Puck comes to Avlantis along the half wall. He skates it up ice, evading Avonkny and Flynn. Carries it into the zone. Shot deflected wide of the net on the block. And then it's collected behind the net. Pass goes in front, comes all the way to the point. Point shot is whiffed. And the puck ends up in St. Anthony's hands. They go for the clear, they get it. Puck comes to Flynn, moves it ahead to Avonkny. He fires a shot that's blocked. Picked up by Avonkny. As it's taken off his stick, puck comes to Flynn. He carries it. Comes towards the line, then finds the open man down low. Shot on net, stopped by Pring. Smithtown resets, looking for the breakout. Pass intercepted, not enough on that one. And now, Avonkny has it behind his own goal line. Chips it behind, it's picked up by Butakabala, who moves it forward for Flynn, who carries it in, has an open man in front, finds the man in the slot, but the puck is forced free. Smithtown now heading up ice. They have numbers if they hurry. Flynn racing back, 2-on-2. Pass ahead, shot, scores! And Smithtown goes up 1-0 on a power play where it didn't seem like they were in control. They get the chance in transition. The shot comes on the 2-on-1 under the stick of Flynn. That was number 97, Ryan Anderson with the goal. It's 1-0 Smithtown. Face off at center. Azarati wins it forward. Puck comes free. St. Anthony's moves it back up ice. They enter the zone. Shot off the stick of Pring. Bounces off the glass. Smithtown Hauppauge tries to crowd along the half wall. They get it out of the zone. They head up the ice with numbers. They chip it in. Bounces free. Picked up by Azarati, who now heads up ice. Turns it over. Smithtown Hauppauge gets it right back. Pass goes across the slot. Picked up by Reedy. He dumps it in. St. Anthony's gets it out, and it's fired right back in by Smithtown Hauppauge. Great chance down low. After Barja can't cover the puck. Puck is still loose. Shot goes wide. And then that's sent all the way down by St. Anthony's, but it's on net, so Pring is going to be forced to cover. Spears in the dot. Azarati out with Flynn and Avonkny. Avonkny will take the draw against Spears. Spears wins it back. Azarati collects and scores! Wow! Just wow! St. Anthony's fires right back off the faceoff. Avonkny kicks him out. Puck comes free. Azarati collects on the backhand. That just went right off the back. That shot was so quick. You don't even see it here. That was gorgeous. That was one of the best shots of the year that I've seen, and my apologies for that. Face off. It's won by St. Anthony's. The puck is in their zone, bouncing. Collected by Spears. Nothing Pring could have done there on that shot as Smithtown Hauppauge carries it in. Trying to settle it. Turnover down low. Puck comes free. Shot, save by Borja. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Officials come in to break that up. No call going either way. 4:49 on the clock. McNamara separated there. Spears in the dot for Smithtown Hauppauge. Friars win the faceoff. Puck comes back. Then they get it to Avonkny. who fires it around his own boards. McNamara pinches to get it. Loses the puck. Then McNamara gets hit from behind, goes down. The Friars get the clear. Puck comes to Spears, under pressure. Finds the lead man, then another late hit. As Smithtown enters the zone. Shot from Spears goes just wide of Barja's net. St. Anthony's going for the clear. Wrapped around the boards. Both players miss the puck. St. Anthony's goes for it. Ends up behind the net, where it's fired up the boards. Puck will finally leave the zone. Smithtown pinches to keep it in the St. Anthony zone. They check up. Forecheck begins all over again. St. Anthony's heading up ice. They send it all the way down. Icing. In the dot now. Avankni versus Avlantis. Face off, one back by Smithtown. Hauppauge shot and a save. Clock reads 3:32. Another face off after the save from Barja. This time they win it back to the opposite point. Puck in the corner. Smithtown gets it. Puck comes up the half wall. Takes a bounce, leaves the zone. Collected on the other side. And they try to move it up ice. Avankni gets to it first for St. Anthony's. Tries to go back down low, loses the puck. Puck comes up the boards. Smithtown gets it. Smithtown gets it in deep. Ryan collects in his own zone. He's a couple moves before carrying it up the wall. Has it taken off his stick. For St. Anthony's. Recovers. Avankni in the passing lanes. That's broken up. Avlantis tried to pick it up on the other side. He couldn't. St. Anthony's heads the other way again. Flynn with it. Cutting to the inside. Fires shot. That's turned aside. Flynn's going to pick that one up in the corner. Carries it across. Into the slot. Poked off his stick. He'll have to recover. Moves it to the blue line. Shot. Can't make it through traffic. It's going to bounce all the way out. St. Anthony's keeps it in. Shot makes it through traffic. Then another shot. Rebound is loose, but it was blocked. Comes to the point. Point shot blocked, but it ends up in the corner. Flynn and Avankni using their size to try and corral the puck. It comes back around. It's picked up by Smithtown. Hauppauge in transition. They have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pass comes. It's on Avlantis' backhand. He can't corral it. And he backhands it towards the net. Ends up back in the corner. Loses it. Comes into the slot. St. Anthony's pokes it free. Then a shot on net. Ends up being a shot on Avlantis. As it gets caught up in his pads. Puck comes down low again. Avankni has it. Fires it down the ice. But it's gloved. And carried in by Smithtown Hauppauge. Puck ends up deep. Turnover. Avankni with it. Heads up ice. Or wanted us to think that as he makes an escape turn. Continues to settle it below the goal line. Looking for Flynn along the wall. But it's kept in. Flynn gets it. Forced to reset. Heads up ice again. Avankni hanging. Flynn carries it. Avankni's way off sides. Wow. That should be all the way down. That's I don't know how that could be. Based purely on the word intentional. I've never seen a more intentional offsides in my life. Flynn just carried it in, knowing he had a guy ahead of him by a mile, to be frank. Azarati in the dot now for St. Anthony's. He wins it forward. gets tied up. Smithtown goes for the clear. They didn't get it the first time. They got it the second. Puck along the wall. St. Anthony's with possession. Azarati carries it into the zone, cuts to the outside, and loses it. Smithtown Hauppauge moving up the boards. Puck takes a bounce, comes to the point. Friars have time. Shot is whiffed. Smithtown Hauppauge gets the clear. Puck is fired out. St. Anthony's tried to play it in their own zone. Puck was deflected. Pressure from the Reedy line. Centered by Hurlbert as the face-off is won. Shot from the point, deflected by a St. Anthony's defender there. Just goes wide. Thrown around the boards. Smithtown Hauppauge races to it. Azarati beats him to it. He'll carry it down low. The clock will expire as Azarati flips it all the way down. And at the end of the first period, it's a tie game at 1 between Smithtown, freshman Red, and St. Anthony's. Start of the second period. Avakanu in the dot, I believe. Number 68 for St. Anthony's. Flanked by Busa. And Carrasco Jr. Face off. One back by St. Anthony's. Puck is poked free. Smithtown Hauppauge enters. Shot from Spears, turned aside by the blocker of Barja. Smithtown player gets tripped up. No call on the play. Smithtown bench wanted a call. I'd say it would have been warranted as St. Anthony sends it all the way down. Icing waved off. St. Anthony's got to the puck first. It's not a chase league, though. NHL, if you beat a man to the puck on an icing, it's not an icing. Not the same in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Avankanu with the puck. Gets it down low. Comes to Carrasco Jr., who cuts from the half wall to the top of the circle. Fires shot way wide at Pring's net. Avankanu knocks it down. Puck comes to Busa. He makes an escape turn along the half wall, cuts in, fires shot, stopped by Pring. Smithtown just trying to get it clear at this point, but they don't. Carried in, Carrasco Jr. with it, fires shot, stopped by Pring, but he can't cover it. So Avankanu gets the puck, fires pass across the crease. That goes awry. Busa on it, and he comes away with it. Cuts towards the net, under pressure, before it's finally poked free. McNamara carrying it the other way. Smithtown with the 3-on-2. McNamara gets shot through traffic. It's covered by Barja. Pring standing on his head to keep this a tie game. I was just curious. I was just like, sorry. Face off. Avlantis in the dot versus Azarati. Face off won by St. Anthony's. They look to move it up the boards, and they do. They get the clear. 2-on-1 opportunity now. 2-on-0 now. Pass shot. Save! Pring! What a save on the 2-on-0 with the stick. Flynn finds the open man shot. Blocker save. Pring still doesn't have a stick. Can't grab it. As Flynn gets the puck again. Moves it up the boards. D-to-D pass. In the corner. St. Anthony's with the puck. Flynn tried to make a pass in the slot. It's broken up by the captain, Avlantis, who will carry it up ice with speed. Evades one man and then evades Flynn as he resets. Fires pass across to Troy. Troy under pressure loses it to Azarati. Got caught a bit flat-footed there just because of where the pass was placed and how he was moving up ice. Probably wouldn't have been the best placement in this case as Azarati tries to get the puck out. Takes a bounce to Ryan Stick, comes back to Azarati, who finds the man at the point, but the man at the point has a miscommunication. Puck goes all the way down. St. Anthony's moves it up the boards. Intercepted. Kept in. But now Ryan has it, heads the other way. Carries it in. Cuts to the inside. Fires shot, scores! You know, the difference in size between these rosters is best identified by Flynn. Just watch how he comes in, like he's carrying it, but it's about 5 inches taller than everybody else on the ice.
That save was insane.
That Pring save, though, earlier, it's only 2-1 because of Flynn. He's just made a series of phenomenal saves after Smithtown went up 1-0. Nothing he could do there. St. Anthony's taking control of this game. Puck comes to Busa. He gets around. Fires a shot that goes wide of Pring's net. Has future JV starter written all over him for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Pass fired across. St. Anthony's has possession. Puck takes a couple bounces. Busa gets a shot. Pring with the blocker save. Probably just as adept with his blocker as he is with his glove. Attempted pass from the corner. St. Anthony's player had a glove on the puck for a second there as they try and get it free. He ends up being thrown around. Smithtown's going to pick that up on the other side. Lead pass. And the puck enters the zone. Smithtown can't gain possession. St. Anthony's forces a turnover at the blue line. Busa heads the other way. Cuts to the outside. Tried to cut back in. He gets there. Stick is lifted. And then a collision in the corner. Stick right into the numbers there. No call. Shot on net. Stopped by Pring. If I had a nickel for every save Pring has made tonight, I wouldn't need this job. We're just going to go back and watch that save. As long as I got this clip right. We do. We're trying to get this in before the face-off. We didn't get a chance to run it before. Just watch the save. That is sick. That is sick. And St. Anthony's won the face-off. I don't feel bad about cutting to that save. It was phenomenal. It really was that good. St. Anthony's gets it in deep. Smithtown Hauppauge flips it up the boards. Puck doesn't leave the zone. It's kept in by St. Anthony's. Wraps around the boards. Where the Bulls pick it up again. Cutting up the ice under pressure. And they get it out. Shot blocked. Puck ends up St. Anthony's territory, but not for long. They get it out. Puck is chipped in. Pass across. Glove save by Pring. Off the Ivanko pass. Ivanko. Picked up by Kreko. His pass in the skate of Spears. St. Anthony's heads the other way with speed. Pass is broken up along the wall. Smithtown heads the other way. It's Spears. Fires a shot through traffic. Blocker to side. Rebound is loose. Smithtown can't collect it in the slot. One of their best chances since the first goal. McNamara evades the hit, loses the puck. Kreco does too. Puck comes to the point. Slap shot makes its way through traffic. Borja with the glove stop. Clock reads 8:58. Or 8:50, my apologies. Borja with the sick glove save there to keep it 2-1. In favor of St. Anthony's. Avlantis in the dot. For the Bulls. He wins it back. Puck comes to the point. Shot through traffic. Pad save. Rebound off the back of the net. St. Anthony's looking to regroup and get it out. Avlantis tried to collect the puck. He couldn't. Now he does, but it's a turnover. Puck comes up the boards. It's Flynn, who chips it around Troy, chases, collects the puck in the corner. He'll circle, looking for the open man. Can't find him, loses the puck, but Azarati's going to get it down low. Goes to his backhand. Puck is poked free. Flynn gets it, though, moves it to the point. Shot, ends up going wide of the net. And Azarati on it for St. Anthony's. Avlantis moves the puck up the boards. Blocked shot. Sends the puck into the neutral zone. Picked up by Azarati, who evades two defenders for resetting. Heads down the other way, gains the zone. Cuts to the outside, trying to cut back in. Gets a shot. Pring gobbles that one up. Covers it. Ivanku in the dot. Might have miscredited Ian McGee's plays to Ivanku a couple times. My apologies if I did. Power play now for St. Anthony's. With Haji in the box for Smithtown. Shot off the face-off. It's stopped by Pring. Ivanku flanked by Carrasco Jr. and Busa. Face-off, won by St. Anthony's. Puck is loose. Comes in deep. Attempted clear, broken up. Ivanku has it, moves it to the point. Point shot, makes it through traffic, save, rebound, puck is loose! It's just cleared from in front of the net. Ivanku has it. Pring has lost his stick. Gets it back now. Puck at the point. Shot through traffic. Rebound comes loose. Save! Net is off. Pad saved by Pring to deny that one. Net came off as a result of that. Just watch the shot from the point. Gets deflected. Comes right to Busa. Just a great save. That comes off as he makes it. 7:07 in the period. 1:29 remaining on the penalty. Azarati in the dot. Azarati in the dot for St. Anthony's, that is. Face off. Won by Smithtown. They can't maintain possession. It's along the wall now. Flynn comes away with it. As the stick lifted, puck comes out. Spears heading the other way. Forced outside on the odd man rush. Carries it into the corner under pressure. And knocked off the puck. Picked up by Azarati. He's heading up ice. Smithtown Hauppauge defenders racing back to deny him. He goes through three of them. Backhand shot. Save by Pring. Azarati carving through the Smithtown Bulls defense. Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, that is. Just a beautiful backhand shot, and Pring shuts the door. Face off, won by St. Anthony's. Puck comes to the point. Then to Flynn. Moves it back down to Azarati, who gives it back. Flynn has it, moves it across. Pass nearly intercepted, but St. Anthony's maintains possession. Shot from the point, loved by Pring. Shot coming from Anthony Sorrentino there. Face off, one back by St. Anthony's. Ends up going down low. Comes to Flynn. Walks in, fires shot, that's turned aside. In the corner. Now along the half wall, it's Flynn. He circles, cuts to the center. Continues to cut, fires shot, crosses body across the net. And off the boards, comes to the point. Kept in by Budacavalli. Picked up by Azarati. He circles, went for the wraparound. Then a rebound chance, it's in. Correction, one-timer. This play starts with Azarati. He's going to keep circling. Toe drags around the defender. Doesn't have the angle because Ryan went to the front of the net. So he's going to wrap it around. Then a shot comes from number 25. And it's in the back of the net. It's 3-1. Goal coming from Jeremy Grasso. Apologies on the delay there as St. Anthony's wins the face-off. Puck goes bouncing. Anderson tries moving up ice, he can't. And Troy can't prevent it from entering the zone. Haji with it. Took the penalty for Smithtown Hauppauge. The shot comes from McGee and it's turned aside by Pring. Puck comes out to the blue line. Kept in by St. Anthony's. Along the wall. Puck is pinned. Avlantis collects under pressure from McGee. He'll head up ice with speed. Loses it, but it comes to Troy. Troy now heads up ice. Carried in. Bulls have it. Avlantis. Pass was broken up, picked up by McGee. Knocked off the puck. St. Anthony's can't get the clear. Now it's out of the zone. And it comes up ice. Carried into the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. Puck went into the air off a deflection. Then it's touched. Clear what the call is here. Pierce Smithtown Hauppauge taking another penalty. This time it's number 18. That's Luke Anderson heading to the box. I believe the call on the play was roughing. St. Anthony's goes on the power play once again. Face off, one back by McGee. Shot from the point, deflects wide. Picked up in the corner by Frisch. He fires the pass across. St. Anthony's has the shot. That goes wide of Pring's net. Pring holding his pipe. Did a very good job anticipating and tracking that puck as it went across the front of his crease. Puck comes back out. Definitely because of that third goal. Made the adjustment very quick. Only reason I even mentioned it. Puck comes down low. St. Anthony's backhand shot. Right in the breadbasket. And it's covered up. Shot coming from number 48. That was Frisch. Might have accidentally miscredited a shot from Mirabella to Frisch. My apologies for that one. Face off in the dot. Flynn won it, but nobody was able to corral that puck, so Spears will head up ice. Makes an escape turn. Evades Flynn, finds the man in open ice. Sorrentino providing pressure as Spears tries to maintain possession from Flynn. Puck is poked free. Flynn has it. Carries it outside, where he resets along the half wall, trying to find his way into open ice so he can cut to the net. Then he finds Budakavali, who's looking for the pass. Tried to find Flynn. He couldn't. Puck comes to Spears. He'll head up ice. Enters 2-on-3. Fires a shot. That goes wide of the net. Puck ends up along the wall. It's kept in. Picked up by Budakavali, who looks up ice and finds the open man. Berner tried to carry that in. Then it took a bounce off the stick of Chong. Flynn has it, carries it around. Wraparound attempt goes awry. Picked up by Chong, who moves it to the point. Sorrentino fires a shot. Slap shot is stopped by Flynn. Shot by Pring, rather. Flynn went for the wraparound. That was denied by the Hauppauge Bulls defense. Flynn gets another shot off. That goes wide of the net. Puck comes free to Anderson. Then his pass is broken up by Chong. Chong gets a shot from the point. That goes wide of the net. Picked up by Smithtown. Lead pass intended for Anderson. Nearly knocked down by Sorrentino, so it's no icing. But Sorrentino forces the turnover on the other end. After a pass from Kyle Cummings. Can't get through. Now there's a penalty, delayed penalty, arm in the air. Pass from Busa. Carrasco Jr. shot, scores! Nothing that can be done there. There's an arm up behind the play. The lead pass comes out. It comes to Busa. And he found the open man cutting in the slot. Defender just, you know, it's a great move there. Nothing Pring can do. You want the defender to take the passer there. And if he had, it might be a 4-1 game, a 3-1 game still, rather. Face-off won by St. Anthony's. Carried up ice, pass intended for Busa. He's forced to skate into it on the half wall as the puck was bouncing. Carrasco Jr. gets it behind the net. Finds Busa again. Along the half wall. He circles. Walks the line, then finds the open man on the other side. Shot goes wide. Now St. Anthony's trying to keep it in. And they do. But the puck ends up with Smithtown. Avlantis heading the other way with speed. Cuts to the center. Under pressure, fires shot through traffic. That's stopped by Barja. He picks up his own rebound. Skates it along the wall. Moving at full speed. Backhands it. Puck picked up by Smithtown Hauppauge. Turnover. Ivanku gets it. Saucers a pass down. It's intercepted by the Smithtown Hauppauge blue. And puck is loose. St. Anthony's. No goal. Unclear what the call is. It appears it's going to be no goal. Or correction, I guess it is. Officials had a discussion before it came out. Can't get anything there from that replay. My apologies. Just another odd man rush, and you can't ask Pring to stop all of them. He stopped more than his fair share. Smithtown bench wants an answer. They saw the goal waved off. One of the officials appears to have changed it. Smithtown bench is furious, but the face-off will continue, play will continue, and Azarati has possession for St. Anthony's. Shot blockered aside by Pring. Puck comes up the wall. Smithtown can't get it out. St. Anthony's gets a shot wide of the net. Rosso on it. Moves it to the point. Shot is blocked. Rosso gets it back. Moves it behind the net for Azarati. Under pressure, he loses it. Anderson tries to poke the puck free. He can't. Azarati continues. Maintain possession. Pass in front. Flynn gets a shot. That's stopped by Pring. And the whistle only came once time expired. Puck was already covered. No risk there as we get ready for the start of third period action. A tie game devolving into a 5-1 lead for St. Anthony's. With the Smithtown bench confused by a couple of calls. Mainly that fifth goal where they thought it was waved off. One of the officials actually gestured that it was waved off. The other one then decided it was a goal. But the official who was closer said it wasn't because the whistle had already been blown. Smithtown assistant coach not happy about the call. I believe that's an assistant coach. They are not happy. They have a right not to be happy with it. Because as far as I can tell on the ice, it was waved off. One of the officials seems to be agreeing with that was the initial call, but I don't want to speculate here. Either way, whether you're down 3 goals or down 4 goals, you're down by a lot. You know, if you're going to make a comeback, it probably should have started well before this. And you're going to be coming into this period down 4. Your goalie stood on his head. You haven't had a consistent chance since that first big goal on the 2-on-1 to start the game off, and you've given up 5 unanswered. You know, the reality is this, St. Anthony's size has been a huge advantage for them. It's just you got kids like Flynn who are taller than some of the officials out there. You don't normally see that in freshmen unless it's St. Anthony's. Face-off, won by Flynn. Bit of a elbow there that kind of went uncalled off that face-off. Then a big hit in the corner from Smithtown, who answers the bell. Yeah, half this roster for St. Anthony's is the puck is intercepted. Spear's shot is gloved by Barja. Half this roster looks the same as the rest of the freshman division. And then you got 5 kids standing at like around 6 feet. It's something you don't normally see with freshmen in this league. Flynn carries it in, looking towards the center, fires a backhand shot off of Pring's helmet. Smithtown now will head the other way in transition. Open ice hit, but he misses himself. Smithtown bench wants a call. Arms were fully extended on that one. Then Flynn takes a hit from behind. Arm is up for that one. That was an easy call. That was... To be quite frank, Flynn has probably gotten away with more than one of those so far. St. Anthony's bench isn't even complaining, which says a lot, to be quite honest. Smithtown Hauppauge will go on the power play. They're down 4. Flynn is in the box. Chong in the dot for St. Anthony's. Face-off is won back by Smithtown. Shot is blocked, but they regain possession. And then in front, scores! It was in once, it was in twice. And Smithtown answers the call. It's 5-2 now. St. Anthony's lead cut to 3. That shot from Anderson makes its way through. That's in the first, went off the back of the pipe. I thought that went off the inside of the pipe. It did not. My apologies. Looked like it was in the first time, but the second time it is. And now Smithtown only down 3s. The face-off is 1. Then that pass goes off a stick, so icing is waved off. Avlantis gets the puck into the slot. No one there to collect. McGee heading the other way. Poked off his stick. Puck still in the zone. Sorrentino fires it down. That's going to loop all the way around, where it's picked up by St. Anthony's, kept low, but Avlantis gets it. Evades the hit from McGee. Evades Chong. That's intercepted by Budacavalli on an errant pass. Puck finds its way back to Avlantis, who heads up ice with speed, carries it in, offsides. Luke Anderson off. There's no argument there. In my opinion, he was clearly off. There's no other way to describe it. In the dot now. It's won by St. Anthony's. Reedy gets the puck off the faceoff. Takes a stiff arm from Avanku and forced to reset outside of his zone. Puck comes back up. Smithtown comes in, fires a shot. That's gloved by Barja. Not much on that there. Just trying to get free to get that shot off. Was Hurlbert, my apologies. Face off again. One back by Hurlbert. Shot, rather pass. Ends up with Reedy. Reedy shot, gloved by Barja, who has been good tonight when called upon. It's a 5-2 game with time winding down in this period. Clock reads 13:06. As the face-off is won back by St. Anthony's. Puck along the wall. Ivanku moves it up the ice to Flynn, who chips it up past Diosu. Ivanku gets to it, fires a shot. Pring makes a save. Puck is loose, gets the cover. And Siosa keeps Flynn from poking a second time. Smithtown player lost his footing as he stepped out onto the ice. Face-off won by Smithtown. They look up ice. McNamara enters the zone, drops it off to Spears, fires a shot through traffic. It deflects just over the net. McNamara trying to settle it. He gets it, fires a shot short side. That's stopped by Barja. Just a great sequence here from Barja. Shot just deflects over the net, comes back around though. Finds its way to the front. Then a shot turned aside as we get ready for this face-off. It's won by St. Anthony's. They try and move it up the wall, and they do. Azarati has it. Trying to keep him to the outside. Pass across the slot, but Grasso can't collect it. Down low. Carrasco Jr. on it. Comes free. McNamara moves it up, but it's offsides off. A great stick to keep that one in, but... And then a turnover. Azarati gets it, shot over the net. Chipped up the boards, Grasso intercepts. A hit from behind from Smithtown. They'll head to the penalty kill. Can't argue with that one. Nope, right into the numbers. Smithtown on the PK. Face-off won by St. Anthony's. Puck goes bouncing. Grasso can't settle it. Smithtown player loses his footing. That's Trites. Has a brother on the varsity team. Actually listed as a goalie on the roster because he's their emergency third stringer. Saw action in one game this year, I believe in net. Pass intercepted by Trites. He tried to get it out. He can't. Puck still down low. St. Anthony's lose it. Avlantis gets it. Moves it up the boards. Past Luke Anderson's stick, though. St. Anthony's will regroup. Turnover forced by Anderson, who gets it in deep. Wanted to go on the odd man rush, couldn't. Avlantis was off. Pass ahead from Kelly. St. Anthony's enters the zone. Rosso can't settle it. Knocked off his stick. Now, cleared up the ice by Trites. Picked up by Reinhardt. Turnover forced by Avlantis. He takes it to his backhand. Carries it along the wall. Puck comes loose in front. Carried forward by Troy, but he can't maintain possession. St. Anthony's heads the other way. Grasso with the puck. Finds Azarati, who tried to find Grasso in front of the net, but it went right through his skates. Sorrentino fires a shot. That's deflected wide by the stick of Anderson. St. Anthony's collects along the half wall. It's Carrasco Jr. Moves it to Sorrentino. Avlantis gets there. Tries to force it out. Sorrentino gets it back. Comes in. Defended by Anderson. Then forced outside by Hoji. Shot on net, saved by Pring. Rebound trickles free in the opposite corner. Smithtown went for the clear. They can't get it. Azarati intercepts the puck. Walks the line. Sets up for a slap shot. Fires it. Pring almost gloved it. Rebound is loose. Then the puck is loose on the back door. It's 5-on-5 hockey now. Sorrentino gets a shot. Gloved by Pring. Watch this pass. It comes up the wall. Sorrentino gathers it, walks in. Fires a wicked clapper. And even better, save from Pring. Face off, one forward by Smithtown. But Hurlbert can't corral it. Puck ends up going behind. Smithtown blue line can't get the clear. Comes up the boards again. Boudica volley keeps it in. He settles it along the wall. On his backhand. Comes back to the point. That is chipped in deep. McGee on it. His pass goes awry. Smithtown can't settle it though. Puck comes out. Picked up by McGee behind the net again. His pass is broken up again. Dorian will chase. Boudica gets a shot off. It's intercepted by the point that a pass comes to Dorian. Moves it forward to Reedy. Reedy's forced to pull up due to the offsides. And then Reedy enters offsides. Didn't really have a choice at that point. He actually let go of the puck as he pushed forward, but didn't hold the line long enough to evade an offsides call. If he had held on to it, if he had managed to keep his foot on the line without losing possession for another half a second, he could have gotten away with that one. Clock reads 8:40, by the way. We're a little behind on that. My apologies. But really the only player who gets away with that is Cale Makar, and Oilers fans will tell you they didn't like that one as Spears gets a shot off. Rebound collected. Shot! Puck is loose! But Barja shuts the door. Rebound. Greco tried to collect it. He couldn't. Puck comes up the boards to Chong. Fires a pass across. That's deflected by Spears. But ends up going back. Stiosu under pressure. Moves it up the wall. St. Anthony's can't collect. So now it's carried in by Spears. He walks in. Uncontested shot. Scores! 2 unanswered for the Smithtown Bulls. They pull within 2. Watch this as it's carried in by Spears. Nobody contests him. The back checker gets closer to contesting him than St. Anthony's blue line. That shot's just perfectly placed. Not much Barja can do there. It's 5-3 at 7:58. Smithtown, Hauppauge down 2. Trying to close this gap and force overtime. Ivanku in the dot versus Spears, the goal scorer. Or the latest goal scorer, that is. Ivanku wins it back. Puck comes up the boards to Flynn. He faces significant pressure. He's forced to move it. St. Anthony's now heading up ice. Puck comes down. Battle along the boards. Flynn and Ivanku trying to come away with it. Neither of them. Ivanku gets the shot off. Just never. He thrives when he has time to actually create. He didn't really have much of that there as Smithtown with a little give and go. And then a dump in off the boards. Ends up in the corner. St. Anthony's is going to fire this one around. Kreku forechecks, but Ivanku and Flynn now on the rush. Flynn cuts to the outside. Forced to wrap around. Attempted to wrap around. Puck is loose in front. Pring will cover. We'll get the whistle. Clock reads 7:06. As Smithtown goes for the change. Down 2 goals, Azarati in the dot versus Avlantis. Gretchen Grasso taking this face-off. But he can't win it. Puck ends up along the wall. Avlantis trying to force a turnover against Trites. He gets the puck, gets a shot off. The puck goes bouncing. Carrasco Jr. is going to corral this one along the wall. Moves it to the point. Gets it back to Carrasco Jr. Gets in his skates. It's knocked off his stick. Puck is still loose. And now the Bulls get the zone exit. Chipped in and chased by Smithtown. Picked up by Avlantis behind the net. He's under pressure. Evades Grosso for now. Backhands it in front. Puck comes bouncing into the high slot. Carrasco gets it and moves it up to Avlantis. Who, Azarati has it. Pulls up in the high slot, finds the open man. Shot from the point, stopped by Pring. Rebound is loose, collected by St. Anthony's. Grosso with it. Puck comes across for Reinhardt. His shot on net, stopped by Pring with the toe. Azarati will collect in the corner under pressure, but will maintain possession. Puck down low with Reinhardt. Avlantis forces it free and heads up ice. Finds Ryan Anderson, who carries it across the line into the zone, cuts towards the center, fires a shot. That's gloved by Barja at 5:44 in the period. Smithtown trying to, they've definitely changed their strategy between the second and third for combating Avanku and Flynn. As the puck is controlled by St. Anthony's, Buda Cavalli heading up ice. Turnover nearly forced at the blue line. St. Anthony's got possession, and then Smithtown did. Treitz trying to move it up the boards, but the puck ends up in the slot. Hurlbert tried to find Reedy. Puck went bouncing. Takes a hit from Sorrentino. Puck ends up behind the net, where Frisch tries to corral it for St. Anthony's. Puck is still loose. Comes out with Frisch, who puts it into a teammate's skate. Couldn't tell which one it is. There's 6 of them all top of each other. Now Sorrentino has it. He'll reset. Tries to move it across to Frisch. Moves the puck forward. Sorrentino gets it. He'll forecheck. Stiosa racing back. He's got a 2-on-1, but he loses the puck. Shot on net, stopped by Pring. Rebound, stopped by Pring! Puck comes out to the point. Frisch has it. Moves it across to Sorrentino. Very slow-moving pass, but a nice one. Then that shot, gloved by Pring. Save after save after save from this kid. This is the best performance I think I've seen in any league. What a glove save by any goalie who's given up 5 goals. There's no excuse for him giving up 5 goals, by the way. You go into your locker room after this game and you thank your goalie if you're a Smithtown Hauppauge Bull. Face off won by Flynn. Carries it up the wall. Under pressure, though. He loses it. Puck leaves the zone. Pass up the ice. Then a turnover to Spears. Smithtown enters the zone onside, but loses the puck in the corner. St. Anthony's trying to get the puck up the wall. Kept in by Stiosa. Spears has it. Pass, shot, oh, just wide. Arm in the air. Penalty going against St. Anthony's. As the puck finds the captain Avlantis in the corner. He's under pressure. Drops it back down low, McNamara. Takes a bit of a hit. Puck is knocked free. Smithtown Hauppauge will go on the power play. Down 1. Down 2, rather, with a chance to pull within 1. And, you know, it's not a 5-3 game if not for Pring. I mean, he's been phenomenal tonight. Just highlight reel save after highlight reel save. And that's not to take anything away from Dario Barja on the other side, but Jack Pring has just been fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. Face off, 1 back by Smithtown. Turnover, Avanku heads up ice. He corrals it, has Busa with him. Tries to find the man, the high slot can't, so he fires a shot. That rings all the way around the boards. It's picked up by Avlantis. Pursued by Busa up ice. Avlantis carries it in. Fires a slapper. And that one stopped. Rebound poked free by the St. Anthony's defense. Into the corner, Avlantis recovers. He settles it. Can't find the look he wants, so he'll continue to hold the puck. Circling now. Fires a shot off the back of the net. Picked up in the corner by Anderson. Pass comes across the other Anderson. And then to Avlantis. Shot through traffic, stopped by Barger. Collected by Anderson. He'll circle. Puts it back behind the net. Then it's covered by Barja. Face off in the defensive zone for St. Anthony's. Anderson brothers flanked by, or centered by, Avlantis off the face-off. St. Anthony's gains possession, fires it down, nearly goes under Trite's sticks. Azarati pokes it free, comes in 1-on-0 shot. Steve Pring! Puck comes in front. St. Anthony's has possession along the wall. Azarati has it. Finds the man on the half wall. Turnover, Avlantis heads the other way. 2-on-1. Fires the pass across. Trying to reconnect it. Bit of a connection issue on our end. We believe it is fixed now. Showing up correctly on our end as Flynn enters the zone. Fires a shot, that's stopped by Pring. Our apologies for that one. The game is being recorded, so we will be able to get that clip up for you by the end of the game. Not much has happened, though. It's 5-3 hockey. The clock is approaching 1 minute. One minute left now. Smithtown down 2. As St. Anthony's enters the zone. Sorrentino has it. Tries to find the man across the ice, and he does. Budacavalli, he steps into one, fires a shot, saved by Pring. Rebound comes loose. Kriku is on it. Moves it up ice. Pass intended for McNamara. Not enough on that one. Then it's intercepted by Budacavalli. He loses an edge. Spears gets it. Backhand pass in front, broken up by Barja, coming in clutch for St. Anthony's. Puck comes to Flynn. He's offsides. So 21 seconds on the clock. There's a face-off outside the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. And, you know, this is a 5-3 game right now. It does appear that, barring some Matt Gilroy at Boston University heroics with 2 goals in about 4 seconds, it appears this will be the end of the regular season for Smithtown Hauppauge Red. Puck comes out to Grosso. He moves it back to his defenseman. Then it comes to Flynn, or not Flynn, my apologies. It came to Carrasco Jr., who couldn't settle it. McGee gets the zone entry. Smithtown gets the puck. The horn will expire. That'll do it for this game. Final score is going to be a win, 5-3 in favor of the St. Anthony's Friars. A good game from start to finish. Apologies for any connection issues. We are recording the game. Any interruption in coverage will be online momentarily or by the end of the night. Coming up next is Kings Park freshman Black taking on Middle Country freshman. That'll be our last game of the night on this side of the rink. Final score from the rinks, 5-3. My name is Jack Sisson. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network. Give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at LI Sports Network for all the latest game recaps, analysis, and highlights from the previous night. Once again, 5-3. Win for the Friars. For those of you not joining us for the next game, thank you and good night.